WNEM TV5 News starts right now with a breaking news alert.
We're asking that you do not approach this individual. We're not asking you to go out and look for the individual. What we're asking is if you see this individual, we want you to contact 911 immediately and let our teams do what we do and apprehend that individual.
The manhunt for the gunman in today's deadly shooting at Central Michigan University is still underway tonight.
That's right. Students and staff at CMU sheltering in place as that search continues. That shooting happened on the 4th floor of Campbell Hall. It's a residence hall on the west end of campus. CMU police report 2 people were killed in that shooting. They were not students.
The entire CMU campus on lockdown right now as local and state police as well as the FBI searches for this man, 19-year-old James Davis Jr.
Now the story continues to develop this evening. TV5's James Felton joins us live from CMU's University Center with the very latest on this investigation tonight. James.
Thanks, guys. As you saw here just about an hour ago on WNEM TV5, there was a press briefing held here at the University Center on Central Michigan University's campus. Governor Rick Snyder, along with University President George Ross and law enforcement officials, were all in attendance, giving us an update on the search for the suspect at this hour. And what law enforcement officials had to tell us was not very encouraging when it comes to how close they are to finding the suspect.
We have not had any of our police assets lay eyes on him. We've not had any calls from the community saying they've seen him. So right now we're going off our best, his route that he left our campus. And we've cordoned that off. We have ES teams going through that. It's a large area. You know, there's multiple places where an individual can hide. He was last seen a dark hoodie. We found clothing along the railroad track. Whether or not it's his, we can't confirm that at this point. So right now, I can't give you a definitive answer. Police have not seen the individual. We have not, flushed him from a location. We have not had a call that have seen the individual in that area. So right now, we do not know where he is at, and we're actively looking. We have many teams on the ground. We have air assets in the community looking right now.
And law enforcement officials do believe that the suspect is located somewhere within the city limits of Mount Pleasant, somewhere to the north of campus. But again, they have not seen him yet. They do want the public to know that the suspect should be considered armed and dangerous. Do not approach him. If you see him, call 911. And starting with WNEM TV5 News at 6, we will talk to law enforcement officials about how the search may change as nightfall approaches. For now, reporting live and local here in Mount Pleasant, James Felton, WNEM TV5.
All right, and law enforcement said, too, if you see anything suspicious, you should also call 911. James, thank you. Meantime, this morning's shooting hitting close to home for one fellow CMU student, telling us tonight that he's the roommate of the alleged shooter, 19-year-old James Davis Jr. TV5's Jonathan Jackson spoke with that student's mother today. And Jonathan, what did she have to say?
Afternoon, David. We're standing right outside of the Comfort Inn, which is located right next to Central Michigan University. Now, this has actually been the site where several parents and kids have been reunited today, as buses have come by, as well as police escorts transporting these kids to their parents. We actually spoke with one of these individuals, and she told us that her son was in the building, or actually in the dormitory, when the shooting occurred.
He said that the father was laying across his doorstep, so he had to step over him and go out. So I'm just hoping he's okay right now.
Williams said her son took action right away and hit himself.
And he said another roommate just ran in his room and they locked the door and called the police. Then it was about 15 minutes of not even hearing from him. So they're letting us go around now to see if he's okay. I just want to talk to my son.
And there will be several more reunions just like that one happening later today. In fact, we've seen a few already here, and we're going to take you through one of them coming up later on the broadcast. For now, they're reporting live in Mount Pleasant. Jonathan Jackson, WNEM TV5.
Okay, thank you, Jonathan, for that. Now, that deadly shooting happening around 9 a.m. at CMU's Campbell Hall. The dormitory is one of several dorms that make up the towers. That's on the southwest corner of CMU's campus. That's off Bloomfield Road at West Campus Drive. TV5's Kate Nadolski is at Ground Zero with more tonight. Kate.
Yeah, Colette, Campbell Hall is now open with the exception of the 4th floor, which is where that shooting took place earlier this morning. Now, if you take a look behind me, this is Campbell Hall. It's that newer looking building a little bit further in the distance. Now, it's a part of the towers, which is made up of 8 residential buildings that are all connected at the center. Now, students in these residence halls were stuck in their rooms for hours on lockdown, but they have since been released. And I actually spoke with a student who was on the 5th floor of Campbell Hall. Well, all of this was unfolding.
I thought it might have been a dream, but I heard like loud popping sounds. I thought it was going to be like the Parkland, the school shooting, and I got scared.
Now, I've been speaking with several students coming from all of these different residence halls here at the towers. They've been coming into the parking lot. There were a couple of buses here. They were loaded onto the buses and taken over to the hotel. I know you just heard from Jonathan. So this is still a very, very active scene, and students are still coming out, going home for spring break, and many of them telling us they are just in absolute disbelief that this happened at their school. Reporting live in Mount Pleasant, Kate Nadolski, WNEM, TV5.
Oh, some scary moments there today. Thank you, Kate. Now, we are covering every angle of this developing story. We'll have much more from our reporters on the scene still ahead. And follow WNEM.com and the TV5 mobile app for the very latest updates.
We're going to move on now for the other news of the day as we take this live look over a sunny Midland and Saginaw this evening, and it looks to be just the start of an even better weekend. Chief Meteorologist Brian Bachman is in the Newsroom Weather Center with more of the good news. Hi, Brian.
Hi there, David.